Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where I just told Christine 2 minutes before we started, oh, by the way, we're doing this episode completely out of order. Oh, she's like, my notes go by what I'm seeing on my screen. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, not happening. We're doing locations this time. Anyway, my name is Amy Archer. I'm here with backdoor friend Christine. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. How'd you feel about this episode?
I watched it twice. The first time I watched it, it felt like there was a lot going on. It felt like we're setting up. We're setting up for
some table setting.
For war here. Like now we're really getting to the nitty gritty. It was a good episode overall. I
thought so too. I was really surprised that they didn't have us edging with that conversation at the end. So like Alicent and Rhaenys are having the conversation and I'm screaming, ask her what he said, you know? And they're really fucking with us because they do take their time getting to that part of the conversation, but they do have the conversation.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, how often do we see that where like the itch is just scratched?
Yeah, that's pretty rare. And I also thought this episode had some pretty comical moments. Like, we'll get to that. Like some, not overtly comical.
Sure. We did get to see a blowjob, full on.
Oh my God.
We got some almond nudity.
Yep.
I always want to call him Almond. I don't know why. And now I feel like his eye is shaped like an almond. My grandma always used to tell me that one of my daughters had almond-shaped eyes. And she used to say to me, oh, Amy, please don't let her become a model. Please don't let her become... I'm like, I don't think there's a danger of that, Graham, but okay. I will stop her from being a supermodel. Because she would say that Elizabeth Taylor had almond-shaped eyes. And so does...
Okay.
And if you know me and you know what I talk about in the podcast a lot, Elizabeth Taylor is a cautionary tale in my family. You have to be careful on horses because you could fall off and become an alcoholic. And you can't get wrapped up in a Richard Burton type situation.
I find her quite inspiring. So
I love her. I'm like obsessed with her and Richard Burton's love story, which tells you everything you need to know about me. Because I think at one point they were practically stabbing each other.
Yeah.
So, all right, so let's get into it. We're gonna shake things up, guys. We're gonna do this a little differently. Christine's along for the ride. We'll figure it out. Oh, what are you doing for the 4th down there in Florida?
Pool party. Yeah, I'm renting a slip and slide, like an inflatable one, like one of those giant ones. And
it's gonna go into a pool?
No, just out on the grass.
Oh, okay.
And we have a pool as well. And we bought some nice fireworks, which I rarely ever do. I almost never buy fireworks. But this year I decided to go to one of those little fireworks places and buy some really good ones. So, yeah.
We've tried fireworks before. We have like a little 5-acre pond on our property. And normally, we'll send some people down there to do the fireworks. And it always ends with somebody falling in the pond and their phone getting destroyed. Like twice that's happened. So we're just not doing it. We're not doing it this year. And my dog, Arlo, my little border collie, he hates fireworks.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give him a break.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We can see lots of fireworks from our house, and my sister's coming in, so she'll be here.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll probably watch The Bear. Do you watch The Bear?
I do watch The Bear. I'm going to be honest here. Okay. So far this season, I'm not feeling it.
Okay, a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, I'm only on the 2nd episode or 3rd. I'm not sure.
Episode 1 was a little weird, right?
It was a lot. My husband hated it so much.
Yeah,
he
it's very
is
frenetic.
Very impatient. Yeah, he's very impatient though. He's like, it's flashbacks. It's all flashbacks. I hate flashbacks.
Yeah. Well, it was all flashbacks. But what it was, I think, in the end, was all of the knowledge that he had acquired through all of his training into the non-negotiables list.
Oh yeah.
Which was ridiculous.
He's crazy. He's out
crazy.
Of his mind.
Carm is having a full-on meltdown this season. That's what it is. And I'm here for it. I'm here for him. I'm here for cousin. I'm here for the facts. I don't care. I'm here for it all. But it's good. All right. So let's get into this. So this is House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 3, The Burning Mill.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something. I saw a huge spoiler. Like, I know what happens now.
Okay.
Because somebody's like, oh, Joffrey told us what happens in House of Dragons in Game of Thrones. And I watched the reel like an idiot. And he tells us exactly what happened. So guys, if you see that, do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. Do not click on anything with Joffrey.
So let me just add something here though. We can also take it with a grain of salt what's said in Game of Thrones.
True.
Because Fire and Blood, which is what House of the Dragon is based on, it's a couple of chapters in that book, is written by 3 or 4 different people, like maesters and people who were around at that time. Okay. So it's like a lot of hearsay, right? Okay. It's not necessarily taken, even the way it's written, it's not written like a novel, like this is what happened. No, this is what may have happened, right? So,
okay.
So that could be, but
so
again,
Joffrey could be like getting his information from one source that might not be. Oh, okay. Like almost like lore.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. That's good because I wasn't happy with what I learned. All right. So in the opening scene, we have some young Brackens, and they are being confronted by a gang of Blackwoods, and they're fighting over boundary stones. They're in the Riverlands, and it devolves into a turf war and a fight about green versus black. And the Blackwoods are loyal to Rhaenyra, and the Bracken are loyal to Aegon. And the standoff then cuts to a battlefield of a ton of dead soldiers. Yeah. It's just miles and miles of bodies. Now, I will tell you, the first thing I said to my husband, and I don't know if you'd get this reference, probably not, is it looks like Uhtred and his gang were there. Because in the Last Kingdom, when Uhtred and his buddies would show up to fight, this is what it would look like afterwards. Okay. Just lots of carnage. So, did you understand immediately what was going on here? Because it took me a little bit.
It was the Battle of the Burning Mill, but they basically didn't show the battle. I feel like maybe this is like a budget decision because there's going to be a big war coming. But it's essentially the first battle in this war.
Wait, I do have to tell you something funny though. So the way that they filmed it, the Bracken dude had his sword like pointed at the Blackwood. Yeah. And Blackwood's like, go ahead. Bet you don't have the guts to do it, pussy. Like, pretty much taunting him. Yeah. Cut to that same kid dead. And then you're panning out and I'm like, oh my God, he killed him. And then he's panning out and I'm like, oh my God, he killed a bunch of people.
He killed everybody.
I thought this dude went on a wild rampage and like killed everybody. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah. It's like Daemon in the Stepstones.
Just all of a sudden. Yeah.
All right. So let's scoot to Team Black. Okay. All right. So we have this scene with Rhaenyra and Jace, and they're talking as they're burying the twins. And Jace wants revenge. But Rhaenys, is there, and she counsels Rhaenyra. And she says, Otto Hightower never would have allowed this to happen, meaning the twins coming to assassinate her. She says, hotter blood prevails. Yeah. And then she says, the young men have taken the bit in their teeth to punish and get revenge, and soon they won't even remember what started the war in the first place. And Rhaenyra says, well, they usurped my throne. They love the word usurped in this world. They usurped my throne. And Rhaenys says, that's one answer. Or was it when the child was beheaded? Or when Aemon killed Luke? Or when Luke took Aemon's eye? We teeter now at the point where none of it will matter. I thought this was interesting. Yeah. Because what she's saying essentially is, how far back do we have to get to the first wrong? Right? Because you could argue that Viserys was wrongly named the heir.
Correct.
That it should have been Rhaenys.
Yeah.
So, like, how far back do we have to go?
And this is an ongoing theme in this episode, for sure.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
As you see between the Blackwoods, and I mean, we'll get there. But the Blackwoods, the Brockens, it's been going on for ages. So what's the original sin, I guess? What
is the original sin? Right.
That's the ongoing theme, yeah.
And then does that wrong beget another and beget another? Mm-hmm. Like at some point it has to stop.
It has to stop.
Because it's just escalating.
Mm-hmm.
So then Rhaenys says, eventually the desire to kill and burn will take hold. Thanks, cuz, for the uplifting speech. She says, but what about Alicent Hightower? Like, what if there was another way? And Rhaenyra says, she said I would make a fine queen, and look what she's doing now. Like,
right.
Okay. And then she says, Alicent did send me a raven, but I've left her unread. Mm-hmm. She's essentially, I'm not reading that, fuck you.
Yeah.
Now, Rhaenys says, she did come to me in the hours after your father's death, and I think she gets it. Like, she does not seek out this bullshit. It's the men around her. And she's no more responsible for all this shit than you are for Jaehaerys being beheaded in his crib.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see Rhaenyra, like, this is kind of making sense to her.
Mm-hmm.
It is so interesting to me and so indicative of life in general that the women have to be the ones to make the peace.
Yeah.
Like, you can't count on the men to do this.
No.
This is all on the women's shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So later we have this short scene when Rhaenyra meets with Mysaria on the balcony.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sea Smoke is being a real dramatic bitch out there in the sky, just being like, ah, ah, like just flying around whining. And I'm like, can somebody just put that dragon in a cage? Like, what is it doing? And Mysaria saved the queen's life. Like, Rhaenyra acknowledges, you saved my life. I'm really grateful. And Mysaria wants to serve her. So how would Mysaria serve her, do you think? Would she be...
She'd be like the master of whisperers for her, basically.
That was my question. Like, does every house have a master of whisperers?
It sounds like not every king or queen has one, but they may choose to. And it's helpful for them, of course, like we see later on with the Greens as well and Larys. So I think that's what she's getting at here. She has a lot of spies in the Red Keep and in King's Landing that can bring information to her that's useful.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So Rhaenyra is like, what's in it for you? Like, why do you want to serve my house? And Mysaria rightly says, number one, fuck those Hightowers.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, one of you is going to end up ruling the small folk, and I feel like you're definitely the better choice.
Right.
Because I forgot Aegon jerked off all over the city last episode, or last season. Remember, out the window?
Last season, yeah.
So, Sea Smoke now still causing a lot of drama out there. Just out there. And Mysaria's like, what the fuck is wrong with that dragon? And Rhaenyra says he belonged to my late husband. What was his name? Was it Laenor?
Laenor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Mysaria says, maybe he's grown lonely. Dun, dun, dun. He's coming back, right?
I don't know.
They're talking a lot about him.
They do talk a lot about him. I don't know though. That I'm not. I don't know.
Like, what point could he serve coming back at this point? Just that he's Corlys's real heir?
That he could ride a dragon? That's the only... I just don't see him.
I don't know if he wants to ride Sea Smoke. Sea Smoke's a whiny bitch. I like Sea Smoke. I do. I enjoy Sea Smoke's energy. So later, Rhaenyra calls Rhaena in. So now we're seeing Rhaena.
Yes.
Her Baela's sister... Daemon's child with
stepdaughter. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Who is her mother? The one who incinerated herself by dragons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Rhaena? No,
I can't remember.
I can't remember. Whatever. Again, you're not getting facts here. So she tells her, okay, so Rhaenyra says to her, I have a job for you, and it's the shittiest job on earth, and you're going to hate me. But I need you to take all the kids.
Yeah.
And I need you to head out of town. And I need you to go to, I forget where she tells them to go. She eventually wants them to get to Pentos, which is where we meet Daenerys in Game of Thrones.
So I think she said Joffrey would be a ward under Lady Jane Eyre.
Okay.
In is that the Vale? I can't remember.
Yes,
I think it's
in
the Vale. And then she would, and then yes, the smaller children would be in Pentos with her, and she'd take care of them.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than this assignment, I feel like.
But it's the most important one.
It is the most important one. And she's like, I'm sorry you're stuck babysitting, but like this is some real shit going on here. Like I was almost murdered by evil twins in my bed last night. You have to do this. And Rhaena just has typical teen energy where she's like,
yeah,
Mom, I don't want to do this.
No.
And then she says, Rhaena, I need you to be the mother to them that I cannot be. But Rhaena's not happy because Baela gets to stay because she is a dragon.
And kick ass, yeah.
And she wants to too.
Yeah.
So now later we see Black Council, Small Council. And Rhaenyra's advisors, they really want her to burn everything the fuck down. Yes. Like they are just like, what are you doing? We can't wait any longer. Get the dragons in the sky. Let's start incinerating people who are Team Green. Let's do this. Rhaenyra says, if dragons start fighting dragons, we invite our own destruction. So again, we have like this heavy-handed metaphor of assured mutual destruction. Mutual assured destruction? How's that work? What it say? Mutual assured destruction.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I can't watch stuff. Like there was this show on Netflix that I really liked called Turning Point that was talking about the Cold War. And every time we start talking about nuclear weapons, I get such anxiety. I can't even watch.
No.
But that's what he's doing here, right? He's saying like once the dragons are involved, it's over for everybody.
Right. It's nuclear. It's nuclear. Yeah.
So there's this kind of like balance that needs to be kept here. And oddly enough, like only the women seem to know this.
It's interesting. There's two ways to look at it, right? I guess when you go nuclear, you can attack your enemy outright. In this case, just attack the family, maybe you, because if you build an army like Rhaenys, was it Rhaenys? It's Rhaenys, right? Okay, sorry, I keep getting mixed up with the names. Rhaenys suggested we need to have armies, not just dragons, right? And how much more costly is that versus just a couple of dragons, right? But then again, a dragon can burn down a whole city. It's
well, and you kind of see Uncle Husband's frustration with Rhaenys for, you were literally standing in front of Aegon on a dragon. You could have just went like a little, like the dragon could have just coughed.
Right.
And he would have burst into flames and been dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, all right. So she calls, so now at this point, some of her advisors are like, you know what? This is getting dangerous. Why don't you go hide and leave the war to us? And she's like, are you saying that you're going to conduct a war in my absence? Like that's treason. And you're lucky that it didn't go any further. So she walks off and Rhaenys says, you would do well to remember this queen wears the crown of my grandsire, which I'm going to start calling grandparents that now. Jaehaerys the Conciliator.
Yes.
The wisest of kings whose reign outlasted everyone else's, even Aegon the Conqueror's.
Yeah.
Boom, mic drop. So, she's just making the point that peace and somebody who's rational and thinks strategically and works towards peace is always going to do better than the maniac with the crown on who's screaming kill everybody.
Right.
So who was Aegon the Conqueror? Was he like a grandparent? Yes, because Aegon later says he was named for his grandsire, right?
So Aegon was the first. He was the one that conquered everything. He was the conqueror. Okay,
so he's in his like I would say downline, but not a direct descent. Well, a direct descendant, but far down line.
Yeah.
So now we get this really short scene with Rhaenys heading over to see her husband, the sea snake.
Yeah.
And they have a quick chat about him naming Rhaena his heir. Now this is a little confusing to me because Joffrey is his heir.
Yes.
Because Joffrey is set to marry Rhaena, correct? No, I know what it is. Okay. Joffrey is supposedly Laenor's son. But
correct.
He's not.
Yes.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he would be the heir to, what do you call it? The sea snake throne?
The Lord of the Tides.
Thank you.
That was
Lord
the title.
Mm-hmm. You don't like sea snake throne? What would that look like? So he, for some reason, like he's not happy with Joffrey as the choice. And Rhaenys is kind of getting him to name Rhaena Lord of the Tides. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, and Rhaenys is like, you know why. Joffrey can't be the heir. You know why. And he blows her off and says, we'll decide later. And she gets emotional thinking of something happening to Corlys. Like she's.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why we're having this heir conversation at the same time. This is why I think Laenor may appear. Because don't forget, he's not dead.
Yeah, that's true. Who knows? The way
he would be the heir, correct?
Yes, he would be the heir.
Yeah. So, because the daughter's dead, she burned herself by dragon. So it would be Laenor, but we're seeing Sea Smoke being all upset. You know what Sea Smoke reminds me of? You're watching 90 Day UK, right?
Yes.
He's like Sprite.
Sprite.
If Sprite were dragon, he would be Sea Smoke.
He just wants to go to the city, okay? Yes. He just wants to do his thing.
He's just a queen out there amongst the clouds. Just bitching.
He's bored.
So now we're back at Dragonstone again. And Rhaena's getting ready to leave. We see this procession outside where they're, getting all the kids around. And she is gifted with some dragon eggs. And Rhaenyra says, for as precious as the 2 baby dragons I'm sending with you are, and Overite and my children, these eggs are even more fragile. So I read that George Martin confirmed that they're Drogon. Is that how you say his name? Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes, those are Daenerys's.
Yeah, I have
eggs.
their names. I just can't remember them. Okay. So, episode 3 director Geeta Patel confirms that the 3 dragon eggs Rhaenyra gave to Rhaena are Daenerys's dragons: Drogon, Rhaegal, and Viserion. So that's kind of cool. Now, in the books, I guess it's different how she gets the eggs. Somebody steals them and they end up in Pentos. And
also, this is like 200 years prior. Yeah. So, and I looked this up, and it doesn't seem like the eggs usually last that long. So I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure.
So the math ain't mathin', is what you're saying.
Yeah. It's all right.
It's all right. So Rhaenyra says, look, if everything goes to shit here, you need to literally restart humanity with the dragon eggs and my children. And the future's up to you. And Rhaenyra kisses her kids goodbye and they leave. And that's where we're leaving Team Black for now. Okay. Yeah. Now we're going to scoot over to Team Green. See, this method is okay, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So at Team Green, the Kingsguard, I think are they the Kingsguard? Is that what you call them collectively? They're not yellowcoats. The Kingsguard are the knights that surround the king, right?
Isn't it the Knights Guard?
Is it the Night's Watch?
Night's Watch is the north.
Oh.
Kingsguard? Oh my God. Okay, let's say Kingsguard.
Anyway, they're a bunch of fuckboys led by the ultimate fuckboy hand, Criston Cole.
Yes.
He's fuckboy hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Criston Cole's late to the council. He shows up. He's all like, in despair. And there's some talk of Sir Eric, and not everyone is happy at the table about that whole thing, including Alicent. She's like, well, there's certainly going to be a fucking war now, idiot.
Yeah.
And Aemon tells them that House Bracken attacked the Blackwoods and destroyed them. But most of them are dead because Aegon is like, he's all bloodlusty and he's like, yes, we're winning. And Aemon's like, dude, everybody's dead. This is not much of a victory. Like, you have maybe 10 people are alive over there.
Yeah.
And they wiped out pretty much all of our army. And Aegon is just like, this is great. I want to destroy everything. So someone says, and I wasn't sure, I think it was the Maester, says, we need to send a raven to Lord Tully.
Yes.
We need to tell him to get this shit under control. These are his houses. This is his area. Mm-hmm. And they start disagreeing about this and they're fighting. And Alicent is like, boys, shut up.
Yeah.
Where's the decorum that we used to have under my dad? Mm-hmm. I know you're led by hand fuckboy here.
Yeah.
But, we need to get under control. So Criston Cole says the Riverlands are the key to the war. And Harrenhal is the key to the Riverlands. So he's like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ride out. On the way, I'm going to be grabbing some armies to join me. So it's going to be like a flash mob situation. And I'll do it real quick. And Alicent's like, okay, dude, you're going to die, but sounds great. Sounds like a great plan. I can't. Okay, so what do you make of Alicent and Sir Criston Cole now? Because I can't read her, but she seems to be taking a lot of passive-aggressive digs at him.
She's still sexually into him, but she's also disgusted by him.
I can relate to this. Mm-hmm. Me in my 20s, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
But she just seems, I don't know if him usurping her father's position as hand is something that is really, I don't know.
Oh, she's bothered by it. I think she's really concerned about where things are heading because she knows he's a hothead. She knows he wants to take bold action and she's very concerned.
Yeah, as she should be. Mm-hmm. So Aegon's like, well, why don't you take Aemond and Vhagar with you? And Criston Cole's like, no, Vhagar needs to stay and guard the city. So there is something going on here. Maybe, we could talk this out a little bit with Aemond and Aegon. Because I don't remember much of their dynamic from season 1. Mm-hmm. Aemond is younger, correct? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Do they hate each other? Are they what is going on there? Because there seems to be beyond the usual dick measuring contest of brothers. There seems to be something else happening, bubbling below the surface.
I think Aegon never wanted to be king, and Aemond has more aspirations towards being king than Aegon. But because he's the older one, he's the king. And I think that's the conflict there.
But I feel like why would Sir Criston Cole say no? Like, Aemond can't come, Vhagar has to stay. Like, is Aemond universally disrespected as some kind of wimp? Because that's what I was feeling, but I'm not sure because he's actually a badass. He's got the biggest fucking dragon.
Yeah. Maybe it's too much of a risk. Maybe they're concerned of running into another dragon and losing.
Yeah.
Aemond. That could be that could be it. And he is the next in line as well.
Oh, that's true. Vhagar, can we talk about Vhagar for a second? Mm-hmm. Vhagar is fucking impressive. When you see that, it's like, so I'm obsessed with whales. And I'm really obsessed with blue whales. Like, I just can't watch enough drone footage of blue whales on Instagram. And when I see Vhagar, it like tickles that same thing inside me where I'm seeing just this enormous body moving across the sky. It's like, it's really crazy.
Balerion was bigger.
Yes.
Even than Vhagar.
And that's the skull that's in the sept, right?
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, I need drone footage of Balon flying around.
I feel like we're going to get a prequel to this eventually. And we'll see that.
So.
I think
hope so.
I think so.
I really hope so. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. All right, so guys, I just want to jump in because we were talking about, was it Dunk and Egg?
Dunk and Egg, yeah. That was
egg, yeah.
A Night for the Seven Kingdoms, I think.
Yeah. So Axel, a friend of the pod, McBee enthusiast with me. He reached out to me, said, I've been listening to your pod and you had 2 questions I can answer for you. Duncan Egg is actually more of a comedic show and series of short stories, so it's not really going to have much of a connection to the way people think it's going to really be, like, kind of fun and interesting. Egg is Aegon, who is Daenerys's great-grandfather.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, also, Westeros is not on Earth. Okay.
Well, no, yeah.
It's a different planet commonly called Planetos in A Song of Ice and Fire fandom.
Okay.
And George R.R. Martin has confirmed this. So thank you, Axel. Thank you. Okay. All right. By the way, I will be chatting this episode with him over on Daily DVR. So if you guys are interested to hear me be lost in a conversation with 2 people who know what they're talking about, head on over there. Okay. So now we meet a huge douchebag, Sir Gawain Hightower. Wow. First of all, this guy had some real Eric Stoltz energy, right? Do you know who I'm talking about? That actor from the 80s?
Yes.
And he shows up. He's Alicent's brother. And he shows up and he's going to be a big old pain in Criston Cole's ass.
Yeah.
And he's immediately like, wow, dude. He goes right up to Criston Cole. Sir Criston, wow. You got a lucky break taking my dad's job, especially as a poor person.
Yeah.
Like, this dude, wow.
He was a little racist too.
Oh, he's just the worst.
Yeah.
And he's like, guess what? I'm going to go with you. And Sir Criston's like, no, I'm good. All full. My battalion is full here. And he's like, no. I can make room. Got one more. So then Alicent is pretty much like, bye, don't die, and starts to walk away. And Fuckboy Hand is like, wait a second. I need a blessing from the queen. And she gives him, was it her handkerchief?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Which is supposed to symbolize her blessings. Okay.
Right.
Now we have this really weird scene with Helena and Alicent. So they're in the nursery, the bedroom, something. And Helena's talking about feeling grief. And she's like, this was very upsetting. Because for me as a mother, if I saw my daughter talking like this about the death of her child, this would be like red flag. Because Helena's like, I think I'm okay. After Jaehaerys died. I shouldn't feel so sad about it because, small folk, they lose their babies much more than those who are, of higher ilk or whatever she says.
Yeah.
And Alicent's like, Helena, you are entitled to your pain.
Yeah.
She says, the stranger comes for all of us, queen and commoner. And Helena says, there's like this weird pause, and Helena turns to her and she goes, I forgive you. And Alicent is like, for what? And she goes, I forgive you. So she's talking about Sir Criston Cole, right?
I don't know if it's specifically, that's why she's not, they're leaving it up to us to determine what exactly she's for. Because I think in part it's more, I forgive you for all this mess that you've created with my grandfather, usurping the throne, all that, because she is a true victim. Helena is a true victim of all of this. And in the books, Helena is completely distraught, mind you, like totally, like can't eat, can't sleep, nothing. So this is definitely a departure from the book, this character, and how she tries to rationalize the death of her son. But I think the forgiveness aspect might have to do more with just everything. Like, I forgive you for ruining my life.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. So, meanwhile, Aegon's bros are getting him all geared up, literally and figuratively, to go to battle. He's wearing Aegon the Conqueror's armor. This armor looks like it weighs 9,000 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
And Larys comes in, and Larys plays this beautifully. If this isn't some Littlefinger shit, I don't know what is. He's like, Your Grace, there's some rumors being spread around town. And one of them is that you're so brave and you're going to battle because, you're a hero. And the other one is like, are you a mama's boy? Did mommy send you to battle and want to usurp your throne? And this idiot buys right into it, of course. Yeah. And he's like, oh, guess what? You're hired as Master of Whisperers, and I'm staying home tonight. Mm-hmm. Not going to battle anymore. So he buys right into this.
Oh, so, yeah. Real quick.
I have a question for you. Do you think Alicent sent him to do this work?
That's a good question.
Because she wouldn't want him to go.
Yeah, that's true. It's possible.
And we know that he's doing Alicent's bidding. I almost said bidding.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
It's possible. Yeah. Yeah. Because he won't listen to his mother. He'll definitely listen to Larys, clearly.
Right. So his bros are like, dude, why don't you come out with us tonight? We got this nerd virgin that we're trying to break in here. Why don't you come out with us? And Aegon goes, but you're sworn to chastity now. And they're like, oh, yeah, yeah. And then they realize he's being serious. And they're like, yes, of course we are, sir. Of course. So this is where Aegon is such a complex character to me because, he has this Joffrey type, and again, this is probably an age thing. This is a teenager, right? Yeah. But he has this Joffrey type, how dare you insult me? I'm going to burn everything to the fucking ground. But then he also has this now, wait a minute. We have to stick to the rules and the traditions. He's really complex for me. I can't put my finger on if he's good or evil.
Yeah, it's, he is something. I noticed that he keeps switching back and forth because after he says that, he kind of smirks a little bit, he smiles a little bit, and then they go out to party. So it's
they go out to party, and let me tell you something. It looks like a good time. So because he walks in, he's like, drinks for everybody on the crown. Everybody's like, yeah, but not before we meet a dude named Ulf. Now, is Ulf in the book?
Yes.
Okay, so Ulf is important then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we meet this dude named Ulf, and he's in a tavern. He appears to be, he is like Fun Bobby from Friends. He walks in and everybody's like, Ulf! And he knows everybody's names. He's kind of like Cousin on the Bear. He knows everybody's names.
Right.
He knows who had a baby. Oh, how's your new job? What's your wife up to? He's the mayor of this place. Mm-hmm. And he sits down and he's telling a group of his buddies that he is the bastard brother of Daemon and Jaehaerys, King Jaehaerys. And they doubt him because he doesn't have white hair. Oh, I'm sorry. Correct me. King.
Balon. I think it was Balon. I think this was.
No, but who's Rhaenyra's father?
Viserys.
It's not Jaehaerys. Viserys.
He's the brother of Viserys.
Yes. Brother of Viserys, brother of Daemon. So that would make him also brother of Rhaenys?
Yes.
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 And they doubt him because he doesn't have the white hair. And he's like, I'm a half sibling, assholes. My hair's kind of white. He's team black. He's like, my niece is the real deal.
Yeah.
I'm behind her. Mm-hmm. Just then Aegon comes in, buys around for everyone. Mm-hmm. They're thrilled. Then he gets shit-faced.
Yeah.
Takes this party to a brothel. And he's walking through and he's drunk and he's playing a good drunk character. He's doing the loosey-goosey. I always say, when I have a couple drinks with me, I get very loosey-goosey. Everything's loose, everything's relaxed, everything's fun. So he's walking through and he's like, I know exactly who you need to fuck. Let me find her. And he starts pulling aside curtains. We get a full-on blowjob.
Oh,
full on.
Oh, God.
Okay. We get some fucking in the other window. And then we get to Aemond. Yeah. So he pulls aside the curtain. And Aegon is looking for this woman that Aemond is with. Because this was Aegon's first. And she's, I don't have her name again. But she's a nurturer. Do you have her name?
I don't. I keep forgetting to write her name down.
We should look it up.
Yeah, we should look this up. Clearly, she's an important character.
I don't want to just call her woman. Guys, we're back. We tried really hard, well, for 5 minutes, to find the name of the woman, because I just hate not knowing her name that Aemond is with. But while we were on a break, you asked me about the blowjob. I do think it was a prosthetic, 100%. Yeah. It did not look real to me.
It did not. No. Thank God. Well,
nice,
I don't know.
Nice try.
Nice try. A lot.
Yeah. It was a lot for a Sunday night.
Yeah.
So all right. So he finds Aemond here, and Aemond is in his fetal position
again,
curled up against this beautiful woman, and he ridicules him, and it's bad. And Aegon is like, you've come so far and you still lie with your first. And he says, you know, you're Aemond the Fierce, but you're like an idiot. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah. And Aemond, he's just sitting there and he's like taking it, but he's like curled, like in this almost like a fetal position, but, you know, upright.
Right.
And you have this menacing Aegon behind you, which, if there's anything I can relate to, it's an older sib terrorizing me right behind me. And Aemond eventually stands up and he's like, you could have her. One whore's as good as any other. Full nudity. And he walks off. What'd you think of that full nudity shot? Was that real?
I
feel like it was.
I listened to another podcast.
How dare you?
Someone mentioned it was a prosthetic. That it was most likely prosthetic.
I'm assuming it was, but it looked real.
And it was his idea, too. The actor's idea to do it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to go to Harrenhal, and then we'll do the final scene. Okay.
Okay.
So, Harrenhal.
Yes.
My man, Uncle Husband, he's also got some bloodlust. And he flies to the castle, to Harrenhal. And Harrenhal is in disrepair, to say the least.
Oh, yeah.
And he's wandering around, and he finds the Great Hall where some people are having dinner. And he just bursts open the door, and he's like, I'm claiming Harrenhal. And Sir Simon says, apparently so.
This felt very Monty Python-esque to me.
Didn't it really? Didn't it?
It was so good. This might have been my favorite part of the show. Just because he's got this big, creepy castle that's legendary, and he just bursts in. He's ready to fight. He's ready to go. And it's just like, it's okay. You can take it. Fine.
Yeah. Here,
it's yours.
We surrender. So this is Sir Simon Strong, and he immediately bends the knee for Rhaenyra. Meanwhile, I'm calling her a witchy woman, some Stevie Nicks looking woman with black hair, is wandering around in the background just looking at him. And I said to my husband, he's either going to bang her or she's a ghost. We don't know what's happening. So they invite Daemon for dinner, but he's not eating because he's like, I'm not being poisoned. I'm not stupid. I know how this goes. They're like, Sir Simon's like, what are you not getting here, dude? We're literally giving you the castle. We don't care anymore. We're done. We're waiting for somebody to come and take this off our hands. And so they talk about Larys, and Sir Simon says he's a scourge upon our family, and he totally killed his father and his brother. Like, how could you can't even light a fire here in the middle of the summer? He's gone, but this house just burned to the ground for no reason.
Right.
And he essentially, and I made a note here. Essentially, he calls Harrenhal moist.
What a great character. This was just I think he's my favorite.
He's pretty good. So he calls Daemon your prince, and Daemon corrects him to your grace.
Yeah.
Okay, what does this mean? Please tell me.
Oh God.
Like, does your great, like, so is he saying call me the king?
Yes. That's essentially the difference.
I'm not happy. He's power hungry.
That's the difference here as well. That's what I gathered from it, because typically when you say your grace, it's the ultimate person in power.
Yeah. So is he going to try to battle her for the throne?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know either, because Sir Simon says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought as king consort," and he just says, "Stop making assumptions. You know what they say. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me," like he did that kind of thing.
Daemon is definitely a very complex character as well. He's, as we're going to see in Harrenhal, and as we go on.
So Daemon says, "Look, we need to get Harrenhal repaired. Like we need to do this." And Sir Simon says, "Well, something's happened. The Bracken and the Blackwood, they just, for years going back, it was sin against sin against sin against sin. Like we can't even remember what happened. And Lord Tully can't even seal his bowels, let alone broker peace between these two people. Like, I don't know what's going to happen here." And Daemon's like, "We need to get Lord Tully. You need to respect your elder, even if he has to poop in his pants or whatever you're implying. And we need to talk," because he's like, I'm going to take the throne." And Sir Simon's like, "You're taking the throne?" "Yeah, it's a big chair made of swords," he goes. I love him. I love him. Okay. Let's go to the road to war over with fuckboy hand Sir Criston.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So Sir Gawain is being a dickbag, and he doesn't want to sleep on the ground with the troops. He wants to sleep in an inn. And they're having this fight out in a big open field, and Sir Criston Cole's spidey sense starts to tingle, and he looks up, and there's Bela on her dragon.
That was a little confusing for me, that scene. I guess visually, I'm like, that's just the sun. I'm not sure what you're seeing.
He saw something, but we didn't see it.
We didn't see it.
Yeah,
no.
Which was weird. Like if they showed us a shadow or something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It might have just been that they were out in an open field, and he just felt very
exposed.
Yeah.
So they barely outrun Bela and her inclination to incinerate them. And they get in the woods, and Sir Gawain is like, "Oh God, I owe you one, buddy. Jesus Christ, I almost died back there. You saved my life." So Bela reports back. At the same time, Rhaenyra has decided to read Alicent's message. And we can't really see what it says, but we see some nice words. So we garner that it's, it's nice.
Yeah.
So when her council gets all bloodlusty again, she's able to say to them, "I've heard you." This is a real therapy speak. "I've heard you. I'm going to take in what you've said. I'm going to think about it. And then I'll come back.
I'm going to sleep on it."
So now Rhaenyra decides to visit Massaria. Is that her name? Yeah.
Yes.
The Whisperer woman.
Yes.
The White Worm. And she says, "I need to get a face-to-face with Alicent. This is my new decision." And Masaria's like, "Oh, do you want to kill her outright, hold her hostage, pluck her fingernails off one by one? How are we doing this?" And she's like, No. I just want to talk to her." And White Worm's like, that could be harder, actually. Killing her is probably going to be easier." So, meanwhile, cut back to Daemon at Harrenhal, and he has a nightmare. And this nightmare is wild. First of all, when you are in a dark castle and there is a noise at your door, don't answer it. Just don't answer it. Leave it alone.
Stay in your room.
Stay in your room. Maybe just burn the whole castle to the ground and escape. So he gets up and he walks towards a creepy child humming a song near a fire. Pro tip number 2.
Don't do that. No.
And it's a young Rhaenyra, and she is sewing Jaehaerys's head back onto his body.
Yeah.
And she says, "You're always coming and going, aren't you? And I always have to clean up afterwards." That was...
I wonder if the dream is coming from Harrenhal itself, or this witchy woman character, which they didn't say her name, but her name is Alice Rivers.
Oh.
And she is she is of consequence to the storyline, without giving away too much. But he may have just a lot of guilt.
It's definitely a guilt dream.
Yeah, and it's a waking, weird I'm not sure if it's a dream or a vision, like he's experiencing, because Harrenhal is, the lore is that it is haunted, and so he's experiencing this scene, and clearly it kind of gives away that, he did order to kill Jaehaerys. This kind of tells you, she's always cleaning up his messes, and
it's interesting though that it was the young version of her. And not the current. It's like that's the version of her that he fell in love with.
Yeah.
Which is weird for us. It's weird for a 21st century audience. But, I get it.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting, like to cast the child in that role. Maybe just showing her innocence, like, just exemplifying that Rhaenyra is an innocent victim in all of this. Yeah. I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah.
So then we cut to him being out by a tree, kind of like, did you ever watch the Smurfs when you were a kid?
Yes.
This has a Gargamel's Castle feel to it. Like, I just feel like we're in Gargamel's Castle, which is also where Robin Brown lives. But they have like a tree outside, and he's by the tree now. Suddenly, he didn't walk there; he's just there. Witchy woman is in the background going, "You will die in this place."
Whoa. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that's never good. Never good. Okay, so let's talk about this final scene.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra is being smuggled into King's Landing, and she's dressed as a nun, and I kept screaming the entire time, why don't you put your fucking head down? Because she's like walking around like this, like, hey, everybody, how's it going? I'm like, why are we not trying to at least put our head down here and look disinterested and not engaging with people? But they find Alicent in the sept, and Rhaenyra sits next to her. Okay. Yeah. So at first, it's kind of like, sit down and shut up, or I'm going to fucking kill you. And then she's like, I've started this all wrong. I'm sorry. Wrong start here. Wrong start. I whipped out the knife too early. And Rhaenyra says, Alicent, we watched the tourney together when we were kids. And even then we knew that men were assholes. Like we knew this was a problem. And Rhaenys believes that you want to avert this shit. And Alicent goes, oh, so you've come to surrender? And Rhaenyra's like, no, I didn't come to surrender. I'm trying to find a path to peace, some kind of terms we can come to, some middle ground that we could lay. And Alicent says, it's too late. You've gone too far. Clearly referring to Jaehaerys' beheading.
Right.
And they both agree now that they didn't order the deaths of each other's children. Like Rhaenyra says that trespass was not mine. And then Alicent says something like, this of the same sentiment about Daemon and Luke. Now we get to the usurping, which is everybody's favorite word. And Alicent swears that the king changed his mind. And she truly, like, wholeheartedly believes this. She's like, I may have been unkind at times, but I'm not a liar. And she's right. Like, she's not. As I'm rewatching season 1, I am seeing how honest and true Alicent has been to Rhaenyra, like in those early episodes. So Rhaenyra says, he had affirmed my right to the throne and he held to it steadfastly for years. Like, why at the last hour would he suddenly change his mind? And this is where I'm screaming, ask her what he said. Ask her what he said. Because I just needed them to have this conversation.
They had a whole ceremony, as you recall, in the first season, like for her to be the next in line, the throne.
Yeah. And he stood by that the entire time against immense pressure to name Aegon the heir.
Right.
So Alicent says, okay, well, here's what happened. He was weary. It was hard to understand. But he spoke Aegon's name. And he called them the prince that was promised. And Rhaenyra almost dies. And she's like, wait, what? Say that again? Say that again? And did he use those words? And Alicent's like, yeah. And Rhaenyra says, you idiot. He was talking about the Song of Ice and Fire, which is Aegon the Conqueror's story. Alicent is stunned.
Right.
And she just sits there for a minute and you just see it like sinking in. And
I've
then
made a terrible mistake.
Then she doubles.
That's what's happening.
But then she doubles down and she's like, there's been no mistake. And then she says, it's too late. Fuckboy Hand is heading off to war. Aemond, she does say something about Aemond. She goes, Aemond, you know what Aemond is. I don't know what that means. Was she like, Aemond's kind of an idiot or bloodlusty? I don't know what she means there. But she says it's too late and then she leaves. Yeah. And that's where we leave the episode. What'd you think of that conversation?
So I thought, okay. So this scene was, I guess it was very satisfying to watch because you finally get to the point where she realizes she made a huge mistake with this. But
it had like a Tiger King, like Joe Exotic. Like, I'm never going to financially recover from this.
But I think that we also tend to forget that the Greens have always been plotting to usurp the throne.
Yes.
No matter what. This was kind of like the
Otto
cherry on top.
Hightower and the council were.
Otto
Alicent
Hightower
wasn't.
I mean, you know, but
I'm not opposed to it, but you know.
So I think that this favored them greatly. It was like a cherry on top, you know, just to really take the throne. But it wasn't ultimately, I think this was going to happen no matter what. Rhaenyra may have been even killed by the Hightowers, you know. But it was satisfying to watch this scene, seeing their dynamic together, the facial expressions, and can I just say, like, Emma Darcy is gorgeous. Oh my God. The face, it's just the facial expressions, everything, just wow.
I know. They're like somebody who's 40 that looks 20.
Yes.
Yep.
And very elven-like, very like elvish, like Lord of the Rings.
And it's interesting too, like it's only been 18 months since season 1, right?
Yeah.
But Alicent somehow looks so much more mature now. Like when you see her versus Alicent in season 1, she looks like a grown woman now.
Yeah.
As opposed to season 1. But it hasn't been that much time. So I don't know if they're doing that through makeup or how they're doing it. But maybe just the styling. Like she's wearing her hair in a more regal way. No, she's real fucking stressed. She doesn't have crisis hair yet. If we see her, if she shows up with like bangs cut and like purple hair, we'll be like, we see you, girl. We see you. No, I agree. Emma Darcy, stunning. Alicent, stunning. It was such a good scene. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad that they didn't just tease us, like I said. And you know what's really interesting is when we talk about the parallels of this show to the Cold War, right? And like nuclear annihilation. I can't help but think about my man JFK. Okay? Because I don't know how much you know about the Cuban Missile Crisis, but I was way into this. Yeah. And JFK's advisors during the Cuban Missile Crisis were all saying to him to blow up the sub. Blow it up. This is it. You have to take out Khrushchev before he does something to us. And we're coming off of the Eisenhower administration, you know, an administration, a president who really listened to his generals and his advisors. And we are going to Kennedy, who's like, I'm not necessarily going to listen to you guys. I'm going to do what I think is right. And it was really interesting to see that happen here. Like Rhaenyra, if she listened to her generals, for lack of a better term, they'd be at war right now.
Right.
But like she's taking down the temperature. And that's kind of what Kennedy did. Actually, it was Bobby Kennedy who did it, who's my real heartthrob. Bobby Kennedy's in the background like, dude, let me back channel a little bit. And he's the one who actually back channeled with Russia and solved the Cuban Missile Crisis. But the point is they didn't listen to the people at the table, the experts in the room saying we need to take this sub out, which would have resulted in World War III probably.
Yeah.
But I feel like Alicent is also that voice. I feel like Alicent doesn't necessarily want to listen, but she's not the queen. Aegon is the king, and he's going to fucking listen to the generals because he's immature and, 14.
The men are in charge in King's Landing.
Yeah. And the women are in charge in
Dragonstone, even though the men there are trying to take over.
Right. And the man who thought he was in charge of Dragonstone had to fuck off and leave and go claim another place for himself because he had to be reminded he was not in charge. It's interesting. It's really interesting to see these power dynamics play out and the parallels of the Cold War, because it is very similar and it is a dystopian tale of what will happen if, I mean, we did start our conversation today off camera talking about the political anxieties of the world, and here we are finishing it that way. So, everybody's going to die in nuclear annihilation.
Oh,
what's coming up next week? So overall, where do you think we go from here? What's going to happen? Give me your predictions.
Full on war.
Full on war. So, do you think we get 2 more seasons of this, or this is it? Like, do we get one more after this?
I really wonder where they're ending House of the Dragon, because there's so much that happens after all this.
Okay.
But it's a lot of like, this person takes the throne and then this person takes the throne. So I don't think we're going to go that far. Like but quite a bit happens, and spoiler alert.
Okay, jump ahead if you don't want to hear.
A lot of people die. Important characters.
So there's like no cast left. And now, House of the Dragon, season 3, starring Hand Fuckboy, the only one still alive. You just have this whole season with Sir Criston Cole just trying to, like, I don't know, figure out his life. Yeah, sounds good.
So I do wonder where they're going to end the show. But I guess we'll see. We'll see, because it is different from the book. It is quite different.
Looking at it from a narrative structure, if the let's just say, and I don't know this because I haven't read the books, so let's just say the culminating action, the peak of the action is the war between the dragons. Okay. I would think season 1 laid the foundation, season 2 will be the rising action and the climax, and season 3 will be the down action, so the fallout. That's what I'm thinking. Narratively, that makes sense to me, that you would have at the end of the season, which is only 8 episodes, we're going to be halfway through the season next week, you're going to have the war with the dragons, and then season 3 picks up from that and shows us the resulting fallout.
I have an inkling of what's going to happen in the this season, at the end of the season. I think maybe many of us have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen.
Yeah, and then season 3 might deal with the fall. Like, I do think there needs to be a season 3.
There will be. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there will be.
But I don't know if it goes beyond that.
That's the big question. I don't see it. I mean,
HBO's over there like, please, God, please just give us a season 4. We'll make it anything. It could be called Sea Smoke's Anxious Energy, and it's all just about sea smoke flying around in the sky going
So what I think is going to happen is they'll end it after season 3, then we're going to get hopefully a prequel to all this.
That'd be great.
Of Aegon the Conqueror, and hopefully by then, which is like 3 years from now, probably, maybe Winds of Winter will be published finally. The next
if I'm afraid he's going to die with that now finished. It's going to happen.
A lot of people suspect, since it's over 1,000 pages long, that it would pretty much finish the story. And then the 7th book is maybe he has a plan for that last book, but it won't be as long as, this upcoming one that we've been waiting for.
I would love to also see the story. And I've said this last time, the story of the Mad King. I need to see that.
Yes.
I want to see that. I think that'd be a great idea. This world is so diverse and rich. Like, he can really give us any characters.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I know I did nothing to calm your anxiety. Now I've just made you think of nuclear war. Guys, if you haven't already, check out our Patreon, Supercast, or Apple subscriptions, where we're doing some murder shows. We're doing Sister Wives. We're doing My So-Called Life. We're doing a bunch of stuff over there. So you could support the show that way, or, just leave us a 5-star review. I mean,
I saw you just posted The Perfect Wife, and I'm going to listen to that right after.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yes.
Did you watch it? It was wild.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. I felt like the docu-series could have been, like, the whole thing could have been an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I don't think we needed 3 hours.
I don't think so. Yeah, I agree. But it was great.
It was a good story, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.